Choice, USDA, no numbers. When they measured it out at 8 3/4 pound. Giuseppe. All right, let's try to weigh that if we can without dumping it all over the place. So you can see we cleaned ours off a little cleaner. We weren't left with a lot of the fat that they have on this one. So I don't know if this guy did it better than us between the bones, so that we paid $10 a pound for it. But there we are. All right, so we're gonna get our fingers in here and just rip off the chine and the fat. So it's basically the same exercise you just did, except for the fact that it's got the head on it. Again, we got the chain, and have you measured your trim and everything, so I can mix it?
That's our demo.
Oh, that's my demo trim. All right. Quite a bit, aren't I? All right, there's somebody cut that open. Not me. Good news about cooking is you get to eat it, but bad news is you get the fan. You have to talk louder.
David's like, shit on me.
Yeah, you got
Trim, non-usable. Okay, again, the silver sides. Try to angle your knife up, so when you take that off, you have very little meat on there. Have a bit of a nail. There we go. Don't want to go too far down into this little gap, otherwise you open it right up. This side.
Bless you. Bless you.
You okay over there, Moose? A little bit on the back side also. Get that in the trim. This is the bottom side. You can see all these fat. So you just kind of take that off. And this can go into the usable trim. It'll give a nice fat ratio for our grinding. Try not to take too much, just the tip of it. Down to here. Pull that end off. You can always use the tip of your knife, poke under, string it out. Okay, so if we can get it down this far today, then tomorrow we'll portion them up into steaks. And we'll show you how to do that later. So this is the head end that we didn't have on ours. Ours was from about there down, right? On the short line. If you were going to roast it whole, we would do our butcher's nut and put about 4 ties right there. Then a lot of times, even that little piece I trimmed off, is you fold that end under. So they're about the same even roasting. It's a real good item for carving on buffets, little rolls, whatnot, the tender. Another item you do that, we used to do beef Wellingtons, whole like that. You'd sear the tender first, then top it with the mushrooms duxelle, slices of foie gras, wrap the whole thing in puff pastry, and then you would just like slice off a slice. You'd get probably 12, 14 portions out of a whole tenderloin that way. But kind of a traditional classic dish. When you get year 2, you do some of the classics like that. But I actually have a spatula at home that was made by one of my engineers one time that is big, out of stainless steel. It's big enough to pick up a whole one of these. But we also used to do sides of salmon and puff pastry. So you do it for like 300 people, you get like 25 of them. So you could slip it under it in one throw and pick it up. Pretty cool spatula. All right, beef tenderloin. What was that, a 189 was it? 189A?
189A.
I think was the Pismo. So each team has one of those. What else we got to demo is we have another New York strip, I think. There's another New York strip, but since I've already done one, I don't know that I need to demo it. Does one of the teams want to open up the bag and trim it so that it's steak ready for tomorrow? So first team done with their tender, come and find me. We'll get the New York done, and everybody can kind of watch and help them do that one.